Listen to me now. I want to say something that might sound very, very controversial. Hear me out first of all, because it might not go down well with a lot of folks. Well, like I always say, hear me out first of all. You see, everyone can't be helped or saved. Now, this might not sink in well, but let me make it a bit clearer. You can't help everybody, as a matter of fact. No one has made you a knight in shining armor. Everyone can't be saved. Everyone won't go to heaven. Hell has also been prepared for some people too. But I don't wish anybody goes to hell. My prayer is that we all make heaven at the end of the day. But down to what I'm trying to talk about. Like I said, no one has made you a knight in shining armor. Everyone can't just be helped or saved in this world by mere advice. There are some people in this life that you should allow them to experience a little pain. Because you see, some people will learn better from pain than constant advice. Have you not seen it happen before? There are people you talk to and talk to and talk to. You keep trying to advise them all the time, but it's like it goes in here and it's out the other way. They don't listen to advice. They never want to listen. So you just get tired of advising. You talk and talk and talk and talk, and it's just like they say over here. Then I say they pour water for dog fowl back. It just seems as if you're talking to absolutely nobody. They don't listen. Advice upon advice. There are people who it seems as if, I don't know, there are people who have this heart that is cast in stone or iron. They don't seem to accept advice. But some people, allow them to experience pain. Don't pray for pain never to come near them. Allow them to experience the consequences of their actions. Because sometimes when pain comes, it jolts them into consciousness and reality. And sometimes I think people learn better from pain than from even advice. So it's not a wrong prayer to pray sometimes that some people, oh God, allow them to just experience a little pain of the consequence of what they are doing, so that maybe, just maybe, the pain may jolt them into seriousness and reality. Several years ago, I attended a program at a school in Enugu, a girls' high school, Okonano. Okay? And one of the resource persons, he was speaking and told us a very, very funny story of his toddler. Now, each time his toddler was always crawling towards the stove or the iron, an electric iron. And every time the toddler was crawling toward, the infant was crawling towards the electric iron, he would drag the infant back. The infant would cry every day. He kept doing this, the same procedure every day, dragging the infant back, and the child kept crawling towards the electric iron. So one day he said he decided as a parent, it was a tough decision, but he decided not to stop the infant and allow the infant. Now the infant crawled towards the iron. It wasn't actually plugged, okay, there was no electricity, but it had been used for quite a while. So it was still warm, and the infant crawled towards the iron, grabbed the iron. The rest is history. Now he said after that, after all the crying and after that, some days later, there was this, these books for kids and so on. So, A's for apple, B's for ball and so on. So when they got to iron, immediately they got to I, he noticed that the face of the infant changed. And he said, I saw what? The infant looked at him, and what came out from the infant's mouth was, I is for Oko. Oko in Igbo means fire. The infant learned and never went near that iron anymore. So sometimes in life, there are people, you cannot save them, you can't help them. But the best thing you can do for them sometimes is just to allow them experience the pains of what they're going through. Maybe by the time they experience pain. And sometimes God uses that same principle on us. He warns us and warns us, fire the Holy Spirit. God keeps warning us, fire His word, warns us of the consequences of our actions, and we refuse to listen. So you know what He does sometimes? God just allows you to experience the consequence of what you're doing. He'll still save your soul, because the end result is to save your soul and save your life. But sometimes He will leave you to go through the consequences. And maybe after that, maybe you will just learn. So please, Spider-Man, Superman out there, Batman, Wonder Woman, what's this other one? The one about Wakanda. Is it the Black Panther or whatever it is? You're not a superhero. You can't save everybody. Just sometimes allow some people. That's when they find. Make them put and make fire burn them. Maybe when it scars them a bit, they will learn their lesson. Maybe that's when they will come to consciousness. I'm not wicked though. I'm not a sadist. I'm only just trying to make a little bit of sense. Share this if it's very, very interesting, and if you've learned something from me. Kingsley Ojinomolo, I'm trying to give someone out there a reason to stay alive and a purpose of living. Thank you.